Alrighty, you dead set legends. We are here. Oh, excuse the bit of the hoarse voice, but welcome to the Ready Bang, the over the top recap show. Just wanted to share with you for a little bit, just come on and having a bit of a chat with everyone as everyone comes into the chat. Man, this international event was phenomenal. But here I am. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and I am still up and about from what was a world-class, phenomenal event. You have no idea. Like, if you are at the event, it's very hard. For those that bought the pay-per-view, thank you. For those that watched it and kept up to date with everything that was going on, it was unreal. It was unreal, and I'm going to get to in detail in just a moment here. I've just got to, of course, with everything that is going on, it is the help and support from all of you dead set legends that just get me up and about. And of course, I got to thank my Patreon members. They're just unreal. For as little as 50 cents a week, they are helping out. And of course, all of my YouTube bangers. And I woke up this morning, so I need to update this because more superstars have jumped on board to help the Aussie Arm Wrestler out. And I tell you, it's just made me, you guys, I've got to show it again. That's how amazing it is. I've got to show it again. All of these, Robert Gould and everyone in there and my YouTube people, I'm going to start doing maybe specific YouTube live shows as well now because all of you guys are just unreal, and I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for the help and support. Now the schmo's here. It says I'm here from the US. Let's go. Jeremiah says I'm ready bang. Sasquatch in the house. He's giving me a ready bang. Crazy Gaming says hey to you, my man. Gorilla Arms with a ready bang. Pathetic and lame, PAL. Well, I'll tell you what, Australia was not pathetic and lame when it came to running an event. Oh, I'll tell you, bang, I'll tell you, I'm still excited, goosebumps, everything that was going on, and a ready bang to you, my good man. Rick Alas says the pay-per-view was great, probably the highest quality arm wrestling production I've ever seen. The main problem was the advertising beforehand, to be honest. The actual event was amazing. Sasquatch, that is very funny. No. So my name is Jake Ward, and the guy from the actor one was Jacob Wood. I remember hearing it, and I was like, oh my God, that sounds like me. But had some amazing conversations with Larry and Adam. And hopefully within the next 24 hours, hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll both come on the show. I have nothing but amazing things to say about the both of them. It was unbelievable. Their time, their energy was next level, the way they handled themselves. Yes, they could have a branding and everything, but what you see on the camera is exactly what you see off the camera. And I've got some fun stories. Some of them might sound like, I'm bragging a little bit or things like that, but it was just from where I've come and where I'm hopefully going, it was unreal. David, you made an effort. When we're halfway through, man. Just the open class alone, we had 123 matches just in the right arm open that you have Larry Wheels, Lachlan Adair, Ryan Bowen competed in. And then we had on the right arm, we had 70 kilos, 80 kilos, 90 kilos, 105 plus, 65 kilo women, 65 kilo plus on the right arm and the left arm. And the overalls, man, I called as many matches as I could. I had, like, the pay-per-view, when I was looking at the screen and everything, looked amazing. I had the best seat in the house, and I'll be forever grateful for Australian arm wrestling for getting behind the Aussie arm wrestler and going, you know what, here, take the reins, go and do what you do. We had about 700 people in the crowd, and, you know, to go around the crowd, everyone giving their time and just trying to do the best I can. Unreal. It was unreal. What have we got here? Joe says, honestly, mate, you're made to do what you did out there. You were really born to commentate. Thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, Joe, your star. I love it. I mean, growing up, I was always an entertainer and did a little bit of, I always watched sports. Sports was my whole life. Love being a bit of a comedian, or try to be a comedian and things like that, and love having a chat. Wanted to be a game show host when I was young, and you can't just go and become a game show host. And yeah, so like picking up tone. So watching all those things, listening to radio, watching on the TV, I think I get it, and it appears from the awesome support that I get, it appears that it projects out. Whether I'm hosting a show, to a Maximum Bang Monday, at an event, I mean, I have to look professional. I love me T-shirt and shorts and bare feet, and I have to look professional. I sound like a 15-year-old boy going through puberty. This is ridiculous. Oh, did I get to grip up with Larry? Mate, not only did I get to grip up with Larry and interview Larry for the pay-per-view, but a fun story, and it sounds like I'm bragging. I don't want to come off like a dick, but for me personally, my achievement was a pretty cool story. So it started off the night before. The night before, Ryan Bowl messages me right when I'm about to go to bed. He didn't have to, and he messaged me. He goes, "Dude, I'm having Larry on the show. Do you want in?" Yes, please. Thank you. So they got an introduction, and as I mentioned on one of my last lives, I was like, "Hey, man." I said, "Hey, I'm Aussie arm wrestler Jake." And he goes, "You're the guy that says ready bang." And I was like, "Yep, that's me." So that little introduction there. So what had happened was I was helping set up the event, and I was standing in the middle of the stage, getting me a little photo because I love the movie Over the Top. Absolutely love it. So then Larry and Adam walk in, and Larry pats me on the back, and I turn around like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" And I think he's taking photos and things like that. And we spoke, for a good 40 minutes. Me, Larry, Adam, and myself, for a good 40 minutes. Just hanging and banging, just having a laugh, shooting the shit. And it was awesome. It was awesome because, Adam was doing his filmography and everything, but there was no, Larry thinking he was better than anyone, but Larry thinking he was bigger than anyone. Physically, he was bigger than a lot of people. He is a unit. But yeah, it's like, "Hey, man, I just want to get a photo, this, that, and the other." And, we jumped on the table. I didn't want to pull him too much because he was saving himself, just in case he thought I was something and really wanted to go. I said, "Nah, man, I just wanted to feel your hand. I just wanted to feel it." And he was awesome in that. Adam was awesome. We're just having a chat and a laugh and carrying on throughout the pay-per-view. Anytime I wanted to talk to Larry, he was very accessible. "Yep, Aussie arm wrestler, yours." And then I've got a cool story later on. I want to talk about the event as well. Let me just have a look at the comments. I can't believe you commentated for so long. It was inhumane. Incredible. Thanks, mate. That's just what I do. That's just what I do. I wake up, back it up the next day for the live show so I can give you some in-depth, maybe some behind the scenes. It's very hard to watch an event for 9 hours, and even all the pre-show stuff. I was doing a lot of pre-show stuff, pre-show interviews. Yeah, but this is, some people are elite arm wrestlers and can pull all day. Some people are elite marathon runners and can run all day. This is what I can do. And when new people are coming on board and they're like, "Oh my God, Aussie arm wrestler. First of all, who are you and how can you hang and bang for so long?" I don't know why. I've got a pretty good family. You know, my mum and dad are talkers. My brother, one of my brothers works in sales and he's a phenomenal talker. So I've obviously picked up a lot from all of my family there, you know, watching, entertaining. Anyway, I can do it. I don't know how I do it. I just do it. I love it. I feed off everyone. I feed off good people like you in the comment section. I feed off like people in the crowd. V Pose has just come in. You can watch right now, by the way. The video is up. Awesome. I can pass that information on, which is good. So hopefully more people buy the pay-per-view, and then you can do a bit of fast forwarding and things like that. I think you'll get recruited by King of the Table for MC and commentating. Might have a story about that a little bit later. No, I haven't been signed for King of the Table, but I've got a very interesting story about King of the Table. How many women showed up? Adam, that one guy. We had, let me tell you something about that division. So we had, I think it was 4 and 4 or 4 and 5. I think 4 in the unders, 5 in the overs. There was this girl from far north Queensland, where I live, in a town called Gympie, 16 years old, been arm wrestling for 5 months. She probably weighs 2 parts of fuck all. I'm telling you, 2 parts of fuck all. Like, well, she was in the over 65s, so she wouldn't have been anything past 65 kilos. She was slim. She was young. First match, pins, multi-time national champion, Vicky Fatali. Her name is Keziah, and I'm going to get her on the show one day, and if she wants to, so you can all see it. She was unreal. She ended up, Vicky used her technique and everything but she had to come from the B side. Vicky has been on the B side for years. So if you do watch the stream, just hopefully they show that. And I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. Everyone was unreal. Sasquatch, I had a little back and forth with the channel Newcastle Arm Wrestling about their spoiler pirate clips. Can you elaborate a bit more about that, Sass? Because maybe they weren't to know. I might go have a look, because they're actually really good guys. I think they're really good guys, but if they were going live and dropping results beforehand, okay, yeah. Okay. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I see what's happening. All right, just give me 2 seconds. I'm just having a quick look at everything. All righty, I'm just messaging Phil. Just have a chat with him. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, how disappointing. All righty, let's get back to you guys in the comments. Yeah, that's not ideal. Why was Adam so scared after you pulled him back to center? I don't know if he was scared. Like, his left was injured, so he couldn't hold on to the peg and support. He kept claiming it was a pin. Probably wasn't a pin, but it was just I would hold him because he was really good. You know, he was tired filming all day. I was tired, so there's nothing you can really talk about it. Yeah, we had a bit of a play at the start of the day. We had a bit of a play at the after the day, but it was quite good. It was quite fun. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It was also good. What else have we got? You have officially replaced Gary. The credibility is unmatched. Thanks heaps, mate. Yeah, ready bang. I'm late. Ready bang. That is okay. Everyone. Awesome commentating. When you put the mic down, you can still hear them. Hilarious. Yeah. They changed all the titles now. Yeah, okay. You look like a bogan, mate. I feel like one at the moment. I feel like one. I only had one beer. I had one beer afterwards, and I was just so exhausted. So exhausted. Does anybody know what Ryan says at the camera before the match with Olimov? Yes, he was saying that Olimov is a world champion at Ryan's weight. So Olimov is a two-time WAF champion at 90 kilos. So, and he was phenomenal, Olimov. He was unreal. Alrighty. Thomas Day, my man. Hopefully the sound was good for you, man. You're my sound guy. You're a superstar. Which was good. Awesome night, Jake. Was shattered, couldn't be there. I was shattered, you couldn't be there as well, mate. You would have loved it. Beast mode. How cool is Larry Wheels? Ice cold. So the whole event, I'll try. Not that I'm going to ignore the comments. Let's, talk about the event. So when I first walked in, stage was set up. I saw the tables. They had over the top playing in the background. The music was blaring, and that was it. I was sold. I was like, this is going to be a world-class event. I knew it was going to be amazing. But I was like, it was way better than what I thought. So I walked in. We were just all helping out. Suited up, well, put a jacket on, had to get the Aussie arm around and it was go time. And from there, because they were live streamed on a website, they could have all the music in the background. I'm not sure if you could hear it. I'm not sure how it went, but if you could hear it, great, which was awesome. So then what had happened was, we came in, and then the event was ready to start. And Phil Rasmussen did all the formal introduction. So if you watch the start of the pay-per-view, that is the president of the AAF, all voluntary presidential Phil. He does this all off his own back. He works around the clock and then does this for the sport. And then for me, when he introduced me and I came in and I ran around the whole stage. To get the crowd up and about, and then the crowd responded. Well, we're on here. We are on. It was unreal. And then the crowd were up and about. We had like it was unreal. It was unreal. So I ran around the crowd. The crowd responded. I thought we're on. Then when the first pullers were coming to the table, I thought running 3-4 tables at once, I thought it was going to be absolute chaos. And we tried one way with the right arm, and then it took a bit longer than what it should have. So I was mainly on the stage calling the action. And then when we went and then Phil was trying to run the 4 tables, we were trying to rely on the pullers to work out when they were pulling. But you know what it's like. So they didn't. So then Phil stood we had 4 TVs at the back. And Phil was like, bang, bang, okay, who have we got in the chat? So, Staminized, Josh Colbert, you are on table 1. Brett and Joseph, Toronto Muscle, you're on table 2. Guys, when you win, come back and tell the scorers table. Julian Beckett's got this amazing program. So then we changed it, and I stood at the back and called the action from the back as well as getting the matches through. So the left arm went so much more quicker. But the lighting, the event, the atmosphere, the energy in the room, everyone getting behind Larry, but then also cheering when a particular puller, and I'll get to the right arm overalls in a moment, but when a particular puller pinned Larry and Larry took his first loss, the crowd went nuts. I don't know how you're still able to speak. Thanks, Rob. I'll talk all day, every day that I can. Under 21 WAF champ. Yeah, he was unreal. Were I scheduled to be the commentator, or was it random when you got there? No, Phil Rasmussen is a huge fan of what I do. He believes, because my intention, of course, not only to promote the Aussie arm wrestler and what I do, but to promote the sport. And I want Australia. I want all you to come to Australia and go, oh my God, if we do Over the Top again, that is a must. So yeah, no, Phil had asked me. I think Phil had just assumed I was coming and I was going to do the role. He didn't officially ask me until like 3 weeks beforehand. Says, dude, you got to come up. I need you to share with me, things like that. I can't do it by myself. I didn't push or nominate to be a commentator because Phil, before I came on, Phil used to run events and he used to, host and commentate and things like that. So this was all Phil's baby. And I didn't want to just come in and go, well, here I am, utilize me. I was like, no, I will wait. I have so much respect for Phil and Tom. So I was like, I will wait and I will wait and we'll go from there. And then when he formally asked me, I was like, awesome, we're on here. We are on. So I was scheduled. Yeah, we heard the music. Awesome. Why didn't you tell us what? Why didn't you tell us what, Josh? Yes, I did grip up with Larry. Had to talk about it before. It was unreal. I noticed you took over calling the arms to the table after the lady got injured. Do you know what happened to her? All I see was like the other lady let go right away and couldn't tell. Yeah, so that was Sarah Rodwell. Lovely lady. Just an injury. It wasn't poor pulling. They were both good pullers on the table. It was just the only injury of the day. And I took over because everyone just stopped. And I was like, no, we're going on. We got enough people over there. And I didn't want all the attention to go to that because, it's not good. It just, you guys when you're arm wrestling and you tell people, oh, come to arm wrestling. Oh, no, people are going to break their arms. So I was trying to explain to people, hey, these things happen. ACLs happen in footy, head knocks in the NFL, ankles all the time in soccer and blah, 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 blah. So then, I took over because then Phil running the event and very good friends with Sarah, they just wanted to make sure they called the ambulance. Sarah came back later on in the night and I believe she said there was just a torn tendon. Whatever it be, I wish Sarah nothing but the best. Okay. Why didn't you tell us you were calling the action is what Josh meant. I didn't even know it was today or you would be doing it. Oh, okay. I was promoting the tournament flat out for weeks and weeks. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I called the action and like told you guys. I'm not too sure. Alrighty. The battles that were the battles that were happening all day. The battles that were happening. Oh my God! I genuinely thought that we were just going to have a lot of dunks. Okay, off you go. But the 70 and 80 kilo class was stacked. I mean, there was obviously Sam Burnett who took out the 80s, Josh Barker who took out the 70s. But then Jamie Barrett, Josh James, Mickey Lonkerovich, Tim Gatsby, Alfred Corker came back after a few weeks off. Man, there was just like battles from the word go until the grand final in the right arm overalls. It was unreal. Welcome, Stamina Eyes. Welcome. Thank you very much for your support, you dead set legend. Thank you very much. It was unreal as we get in there. Ryan Blue Bowen, you are a superstar. Thank you. Hey, Ryan, let me know in the chat. You want to come on and have a chat and tell us your side of Over the Top? I wasn't sure if you were knackered. If you want to come on, man, let me know and I'll send you the link and we can have a chat about it. But thank you very much for the super chat. If you want to come on and have a chat, Ryan, just let me know in the comments. Did you bring a trophy? No, I didn't bring it for one reason. I thought I was going to lose it. I'm a pretty clumsy guy. I already left the jumper at Tom's house, Tom Uglesha. I keep getting his last name wrong. Tommy Yu, who built the whole stage. I've lost the iPhone charger since I've been here, so I thought I was going to lose it. I also thought someone, as a joke, would have pinched it and put it on like their show or sent me a photo. Look, I would have made it. I don't think anyone would have, but the old school person in me was like, oh, fucking, all right, because everyone wants to challenge me for it. Like that trophy got brought up so many times throughout the event, but it was awesome. All good, man, cooking a barbecue with Kyle Howarth. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Hopefully I can catch up with you before I go back home. I know Fatali might be having a barbecue later on today at lunchtime, Ryan. Maybe have a chat with Mario Tambarakis, which we'll get to him in a moment. Tom Day, what was your favourite match? Wow. Oh, man, that is a loaded question. Highlights that first come to mind. The main event. The main event. The first time them two pulled to stay on the A side was an unreal match. Then the grand final was unbelievable. Brett Coots and Olimov from Uzbekistan on the left arm. Oh, they had battles on the right arm, but the left arm, the grinding in the middle. Some huge surprises. Jordan Davis flash pinned Brett Coots. I think Brett just might have just been cooked or gassed, but that is a super match I want to see. Ryan Bowen flash pin Larry Wheels. Yes, I put on a bit of after pull, but I just need to officially put it all in the comments. Hey, man, someone 35 kilos heavier than him. Ryan flashed him in the tournament. That was a highlight. But Mickey Lonkarovich versus Josh James. Whenever the Burnett brothers, Jamie Barrett in the low positions, Josh Barker, I knew was good in the 70 kilos. I knew Josh was good. But I knew Josh was good, but I didn't realize he was that good. So many matches. Big Frank has come in and said, "What's up, fellas?" Which is good. Lachlan Adair has 10,000 reasons to smile. Genuine, he got the money on the night. I can say that now because he is safely home, but he has got the money. He has got the money on him. Are you allowed to tell us what place Bowen came? Absolutely. I'll quickly run through it now and we might go through the open class. Lachlan Adair wins. What a match. Matararangi Hedda Morris comes second. The beast, 165 kilos. Olimov from Uzbekistan, the world champ, comes third. Ryan Bowen, by a bee's dick, comes fourth. Fifth was Mario Tambarakis. Sixth was Larry Wheels. I picked him top 5. I picked Larry to finish top 5, and I'm still counting it. I got that prediction right. Thank you, J Moss. Excellent commentating yesterday. Retro Roster Gaming, you stud. He goes, I would have smashed Bowen if I was there. Yeah, you would have got right stuck into him. He would have spent some time with you as well. That was another thing. Ryan was like trying to focus for his 10 grand. Just spending a lot of time with a lot of people. I even signed a little girl's book. A little girl was like, you're the guy on YouTube. Can I have your autograph? And I was like, wow, that was really cool. But Retro Roster Gaming, get some. I'll try and organise a super match next time Ryan comes down. Or I'll try and work out how you can come up here with me and we'll get a super match. Dominic Lorenz. Hey, really good to meet you yesterday. Dominic Lorenz from the Canberra Arm Wrestling Club. Met him and his son, Joseph. You guys are cool, man. We had a good chat afterwards. I didn't go to the after party. I was carrying my bag with me and they didn't let me in. And I was too tired, man. I didn't go to the after party. Brian Damage and the Memories. I thought the production was great. Seemed to flow pretty well. Production was phenomenal. 2 roaming cameras, an overview shot of the table. The topography view was stunning. And then at times, if I knew, like if I saw there was 3 or 4 good matches going on, we had 2 screens at the back, and I'd be like, bang, okay, that's what the pay-per-view's seeing. That's what I'm going to call in this moment, because I had like 3 or 4 good matches going on at once. Okay. I've got Brian Damage on the left, and I've got Benji Mack on the right of screen. Ready, bang, and things like that. But thank you very much. Retro, you nuts. You're a legend for commentating for 9 hours straight. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. Troy Kalisha, he pulled yesterday. It was really good to see you, man. He came in the over-the-top gear. He had the New York top that Sylvester Stallone wears in the finals, and he had the hat. So I was really proud that you did that, Troy. Who's this Tom fella? I actually have never met Tom. I have heard about Tom, but I've never met him. I've never met him. What was the guy's name in the heavyweight grand final? Was it Adam Laura? I really don't know if he elbow fouled, he top rolled, but Jordan Davis called it for a second elbow foul. Yeah, Adam Laura and Vitaly Mateo in the super heavyweights. Super heavyweights was unreal. The 70-kilo dude with glasses was nuts. Josh Barker. He's a member of this channel. Stud. He was unreal. Unreal. And that's the one thing that I've loved. I was trying to tell everyone. The only person I saw talk to the camera was Ryan Bowen. But I was trying to tell pullers, you're on an international stage. You're on a pay-per-view. Do you know how important this is? Find the camera. If you have a big win, scream at the camera, then hit the crowd. Let everyone know who you are. Give them a visual. There's a lot of times there might have been a little dead space. So I was, bang, camera, here we go. And it's just a learning curve for these pullers. But I'm hoping a lot more Australian names are getting out there, and I want them to help them grow with the channel. Thanks, George. I know everyone's saying every commentary is the best, bro. It all comes natural to you. Good shot, bro. Keep it up. But it's you guys as well. All the help and support I get from you guys, whether it's on here or at the event or anywhere I do, you guys have really embraced me. You've taken me in as one of your own. And, you jump on, support, and I'm just like, thanks, guys. Thanks heaps. You killed it, Jake Lachlan, cheating by having the most aerodynamic haircut. I don't know, man. The Beast was pretty slick. As well. It was a bald-headed grand final. Olimov was MVP. I tell you what, Deeps, very good call. Very good. Guys, Olimov Begzod from Uzbekistan. Pulled right arm 90 kilos. Battles. Took out the right arm. Then he goes, give me some of that left arm action. Left arm. Bang, came second. Brett Coots, world elite puller on the left. Go get some left arm matches. Brett Coots is seriously some good stuff. So he had all these battles, then came into a stacked, I think it went down to 59. 62 sounds better, but 59 people and came third in overalls. First, second, and third. So he cleaned up. He took about $2,000 with him in cash prizes and a novelty check as well. The Uzbekistan team were very respectful. They made like Hall of Fame rings for Tom and Phil for hosting the event. They were awesome. These guys were awesome. Sap the B wasn't there. Dominic. He wasn't there. The only problem with I had with the pay-per-view, and I'm open to feedback as well. So I'm always open to feedback so I can pass this on because we just want it crisp. As they were about to pull, they would switch it to someone setting up, then back to the other match. When it was all over, happened so many times, drove me nuts. Yes. So I get that. I definitely get that. So yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting because they were just my sport life people. They were sport people, but they weren't arm wrestling arm wrestling people. But I know sometimes it's at stages, someone might have been in their ear, but I don't think they were an arm wrestling person either and said, right. Or they might have heard me talk and I'd be like so excited that two people were coming to the table. So then I might have influenced that. So some of it would have been my fault, Brennan. So I do apologize for that, because I would have been like, oh, we've got Justin B and Brennan Joseph on table 3. This is where you need to be. Oh, okay. Bang. Not knowing that, my back's to, Deeps and Jamos here, and they're just about to go. So I reckon some of that would have been my fault. So, Brennan, I do apologise, mate. Only some of it, though, out of some of it. So let me tell, I'll do a quick rundown now. The main event, first place, Lachlan Adair, the Anvil, $10,000. Second place, Matuarangi, Hedda Morris, $5,000 to you, or $3,000 to you for coming second. Third place, Olimov Bekside from Uzbekistan, beast. He come third. Ryan Bowen fourth. I think Mario Tambarakis fifth. And sixth was Larry Wheels, and so on and so on and so on. I think if you go to armwrestlingrankings.com or australianarmwrestlingrankings.com, you may be able to do it. Toronto Muscles. What was the prize for the lighter weight classes? So anything that wasn't the overalls, I think everything was 500, 300, 100. 500, 300, 100. So overalls was 10 grand, 3 grand, 1 grand, I believe. And then all the other 14 classes, 500, 300, 100. Yeah. So that was awesome. Here we go. Just trying to get through. Oh, I know. I got stuck into him for that. I was like, man, you should have watched it last night. It was awesome. Benji Mack is coming. He's going, dang, that's gold. I'll try and get good enough for you to call a match of mine one day soon, Jay. Have you got a decent match that goes through about 20 seconds, Ben? Because if you do, send it through to me. Justin B, did Larry pull left? No, he had a bit of an injury on the left and he didn't want to risk it. But his left is very good. He did some after pulling on the left, so I think after being warmed up and feeling it, he was good. I don't think he wanted this smoke on the left because, 2019 Melbourne Cup. Third place, haven't you? No, he was awesome. I have no problem. I'm not, like, it sounds like I'm pissing in their pocket and fanboying, but Larry and Adam, I have nothing but good things to say about them the whole day. They were just awesome. These were just awesome. And everyone's just talking about Larry. So we go from there. Saturday wasn't there. So it's confirmed you're insinuating it is Murray. I'm still convinced, but he does say it wasn't him. So this is all me on hearsay. It's all me on hearsay. That's all it is, Toronto. Yeah, so the right arm overalls. Let's just get stuck into that. The right arm overalls. I'll tell you what was awesome, though. Like other matches, like if I knew there was a really good head-to-head top pullers going on in the overalls, I was stopping other tables pulling. Not during the match, but like if they were coming up to the stage, I'd be telling the refs, hold on, let's go check this out. Hold on. So they were just unreal. They were so good. So they were. I've got nothing but good things to say. Early on, it was just good to see. All right, I did see a few people that were in the overalls, and I went, okay, you've just paid your money in hope to get Larry, in the so you can get your photo on that. There was, a good 10 people that probably shouldn't have been in there, but it was just good to see some smaller guys, your Josh Barkers, your Robbie Cabones, your Sam Burnett's, try and go against big units and held their own. There's a really good match, Sam Burnett and Larry Wheels. That was a really good match. Sam Burnett is a stud. Keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them. Then throughout the event, just seeing a few upsets come out of nowhere. Like a really good matchup. Jordan Davis versus Charles Puri. I think it was Charles Puri that come 5th. And Mario might have come 7th. Either way, it doesn't matter. Charles Puri, man, from New Zealand. Okay, so 2000 Australian Arm Wrestling Federation channel. Look up 2019 90 kilo Arnold's class. He almost pins the great Danny Tesh. Charles Puri is phenomenal. He needs to be on the world stage as well. And he's got a bit of charisma. He's got that good look. He's got tattoos. He's in shape, But him and Jordan Davis had an absolute banger on table 1. I was there. I was calling it. And that was a huge match. I mean, and Jordan Davis reffed all day and then tried to pull overalls. And he pulled a bit of left arm action as well. Ryan Bowen pulled a bit of left arm action as well. So that was awesome. That was just cool. But, like reffing all day is hard. I mean, Jordan Davis broke the world record for saying carving the most time of the day. Every time I looked over at Jordan, carving. I kept thinking he was waving to me, so I'd give him a couple of waves back. But then I was like, hang on, this is a serious event. I can't be an idiot all the time. But he was like, there, waving. So, yeah, that was unreal. Lachlan came prepared. He came with a game plan, and he executed the game plan very, very well. Just noticing the weight difference between pullers. And also, what I think another thing now that I mention it that was very impressive, not only did Lachlan top the 59 to 62 competitors, but he came in at 113 kilos, I believe. 52 kilos less than the Beast. 52 kilos. That's how much my wife weighed before pregnancy. 52. That is amazing. And Lachlan was able to hold on. And when Matarangi came in and he almost got into a King's move, I was like, man, that was unreal. What was overall one match? It was just having a look at all the matches. Bowen versus Olimov. Yeah, Bowen's a bit disappointed with that matchup because he had So the way I saw that matchup, Olimov was a beast, deserves his 3rd place. But I don't know, and I could be wrong. I saw Ryan choose the wrong way to pull. I think if Ryan went the way that I thought he should have gone, he could have won that. I genuinely believe he could have won that. And that's not just me saying it as a friend. That's just me if I'm getting my arm wrestling thinking cap on. But, yeah, it was a good match. How many pullers were there in total? A lot. A lot. I reckon be close to 150 pullers because I know maybe more, man. Maybe more. It'd be 150 to 200 pullers for the event. Big Frank, you legend. One thing is certain, you did the arm wrestling world proud. Thanks, man. Thank you. I try and represent you guys because you guys back me with everything that I do. So, yeah. So, thank you. I loved it. This whole thing was cool. Fingers crossed, guys. Actually, I might check my messages now. Fun little... Yeah. I suppose we were talking about it in public, so I don't know if it's a real... Just got to see something. I'm just replying to Adam Silver at the moment. Hopefully I'll catch you later then. Yeah, so Larry's going to go train, which is good. What a beast. So yeah, do the Amazon World Proud. You guys back me. Yeah, so fingers crossed, guys. I can get Larry and Adam on the show, do a live show, and bring it to you, man. Like, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. So a fun little story. I was having a chat, and like we're in a bit of a dead spot. The crowd, was going around. They were all trying to have a chat with Larry, and I was like, right, I got to do something unique for the pay-per-view buyers. So I grabbed the camera. I said, come with me. So I jumped in, said, right, everyone get out the way. Here we go, guys. I'm here for international superstar Larry Wheels, and just went with him. Bang. Larry and I know how to work the camera. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Camera goes, and they go, right, we're going to cut to an ad break. Beautiful. And I'm there chatting with Adam, and then Adam goes to me. He's like, man, and Larry, they were both there talking to me. And they're like, man, you're doing a phenomenal job. The energy hasn't dropped. Everything that you guys are saying. And I was like, cool. And I said, look, guys, I said, I'm not going to lie. I took this as an audition. For King of the Table. I wanted to show you guys that I was more than a one-trick pony. I was more than a ready bang and things like that. I wanted to show you I can go. I wanted to show you that I can bring energy. I wanted to show you that I am. And I said to them, I wanted to show you that I was the real deal. And they were both nodding. They're like, you guys are great. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. And then, the finals came in, and they probably had a throbbing headache, and I was tired. I was like, no, man, this is why we're here for this main event. And the one thing that really, and yes, it does sound like bragging and things like that. I just wanted to share this story for you guys. But the one thing that really sat with me, and it just made me feel unreal, was they said, we considered you for King of the Table 3. That meant a lot. That really meant a lot, and they were, giving each other a look like, we can use him. We can use him. Look at him go. Now event only goes for 3 hours. And look what he just did for 9. So that meant more, you know what I mean? So like when I told my wife and things like that, that just meant so much for a dude that would take his wife to chemotherapy, then do an interview at 2:00 in the morning in his kitchen, to now being considered for King of the Table. Humble, grateful. It's been a lot of hard work. I'm not going to lie, but it's just been unreal. It's just been unreal. I've missed a lot of the comments. If I could find an improvement, it would be to have table 1 use a microphone on half volume. I was happy to pay $10 for that production. Okay, awesome, man. Awesome. So the last match was a single match. Yes, because Mate had already, so it was always a double elimination tournament. So you got to lose twice. So you have to, so Mate had already lost to Lachlan earlier. So if Mate had won, they would have had to pull again. But Lachlan won. So that was it. 10 grand. There we go. No, that was the one injury. 500 matches, only that one little injury, which was amazing. Look, I would love it. I would love it. I hope Dubai let me in. I would love it. which is good. Ozzy, you are the man. Thank you very much. You kept it professional with good energy. Trying to get through. All right. Yeah, what happened to Ben Carroll? So he goes away for work a lot, and he's really interested in going to internationally, really training hard for Zloty. And just like myself, he's got a baby on the way, but I think the due date's really close. I'm June 10th. So it's really close, so he just couldn't risk it. Which is good. Who were Bowen's? Where was it? Who was Bowen's losses? His first loss, he decided he didn't want to get into a war with Lockie. So Lockie just went bang, took his hand, and just pinned him. And then his second loss was to Olimov from Uzbekistan. And that was to get into the top 3. So that's why Ryan finished 4th. So there he is. He was 2 losses. But he had some good wins, man. He crushed Ryan Scott, the Milkman. And his early wins were really good. So yeah, he had a good tournament. Sweeney Todd, hey bro, didn't get to watch, but being a barber and weekends are busy. Hope it was a great turnout. It was unreal. Did Brett Coots compete? Brett Coots competed well. Won the left arm, runners up on the right, and finished, I think, top 10 in the overalls. Brett was awesome. Yes. Well, a little bit of a war, a battle. So yeah, the overalls, they just came in. Larry was so good. The way he went about it, and it was just good when he got his big win. But then, enter the chat, Mario Tambarakis. Wow. Loaded up. We stopped all the other tables. We were all there. I had the best seat in the house. I've got the footage on my phone. Not releasing it because I have all the respect for the people that bought the pay-per-view and things like that. Then, and then ready, go. And if you even thought about blinking, you would have missed it. Mario went bang. Flash pin, off he goes. And that was Mario. Yeah, keep an eye on Mario Tambarakis, man. The dude's young. I think he's only like 23, 24. Super strong, super good. Really nice dude. Yeah, I love Mario. I'm actually going to go have a barbecue with him later on today. Just worldwide. Mario went to Washington State, finished 3rd. I think Jordan Sill beat him twice. So yeah, that was unreal. So I was it was the only time like people weren't cheering for Larry. The crowd was behind Mario. He's a fan favorite here in Australia. He is so good. Adam Laura and Fatali Mateo had good battles in the super heavyweight division. Boy, did they have some battles. So it was just awesome, man. The whole event, the staging, the atmosphere, the scenario, the event itself was just top class. I cannot speak about those guys highly enough. Hope the sponsors really enjoyed it. I really hope there were thousands. I don't know the numbers. I don't know. I hope there are thousands of pay-per-view buys because I really, really want, and it took me forever. I'm not going to lie. I was paid for the event. I really tried to not get paid because if that meant that money goes towards another tournament exactly like that or even better, I want people on the international stage to go, this is where I need to be. Australia is where I need to be. The Aussie Arm Wrestler podcast is where I need to be. So yeah, but yes, I was paid a couple of dollars, and that is always nice. But for me, it was just exposure, bit of content for the channel, keep you guys up to date. And I just love you. You guys know, you guys are there with every single pay-per-view I call and things like that. But that was something different. That was the first live pay-per-view, being there, emceeing, hosting the event. That was the first one I'd ever done. So I was so happy, man. And then a little sob story. My wife messaged me throughout the day, and she says, when I first saw you on the pay-per-view, she cried. And that meant so much to me. She obviously, you guys know, she's my number one supporter. And yeah, so I was like, man, so I almost cried. I welled up a bit. I was like, man, she just keeps getting better and better. So that was a fun, a fun little behind the scenes story that had happened. That was really good. That was really, really good. So yeah, the whole event, man. I'm just trying to think of some of the classic matches. So if you have the pay-per-view or you want to buy the pay-per-view, some of the matches to check out. Now, the matches I watched might not have been on the pay-per-view as well. So that's your only problem with having so many tables. But then it was so cool, man. It was exactly like the movie. So when we got to the final 8, the guys packed up the stage and it was one center table. And it was just, the scenery was just second to none. I cannot. And then I'm walking around the crowd, 700 people enjoying themselves. And I had to throw away. We set up a warm-up table and then it became an after pool table. And I threw it out. I told a few people off because I'm like, guys, we all watched you pool. Get back over there. Have a chat. The after pool sessions will happen a little bit later. Let's get in there. Geez, I miss all the comments. Let's see what everyone's got. Yeah, man. Like, what people just need to just pump the brakes on. Larry's had 3 super matches. 3. I don't know how a lot of you guys went in a lot of your first tournaments or super matches. Larry never came out and said he was the best in the world. In fact, Larry's one of the most humble guys. He's trying to help our sport. So I think a lot of people just should pump the brakes and just get off their keyboards for a bit because you ain't shit. Who are you, to try and do that? So, yeah. Even though Larry lost, he still finished top 6, got some tournament experiences, realizes that's why I picked him for top 5 because he won his first 2 rounds against Brandon Allen. He won the first round against Carlin, and if it wasn't they made the wrong call in round 2. So he basically won the first 2 rounds on Carlin. So then when he came here and was getting pins and pins and pins and a battle and a win and things like that, then went and get it, whether you like it or not. He went against 2 world-class athletes in Mario Tambarakis and Ryan Bowen. They're world-class athletes in my eyes. And felt what a world-class athlete feels like. And that's what happens. And, and by that stage, Larry could have been gassed. So Larry, it's not like Larry doesn't know what he needs to work on. Now, having a chat with Larry, and I asked him a question on Ryan's show. I was like, Larry, you've had everyone come over. LeVar, Devin, Coach Ray, Derek Smith, Alex Kadetcha. Anyone that is anyone. You've been there, a king of the table. So is all of those people telling you how to pull a positive or a detriment to the way you pull? And and he just replied with too many chefs in the kitchen. Messes with his head. Because you guys know what it's like. When you're showing someone how to arm wrestle, you believe your way is the right way. Otherwise, you wouldn't be teaching or showing people. So then, if this is to hook in a strap, is this way, and Coach Ray says it's this way, and LeVar says it's this way. Well, he doesn't know where to go because all of these superstars have told him this is the way, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. So yeah, it was awesome. No, I haven't watched John versus Pablo. I'm going to go check that out a little bit later on. I've got a bit of watching to do. Oh, all you guys that have commented on my last few videos, I will sit down and try and get through every comment and get back to you guys. I will really, really try because, I'll really try and get back to you guys because I like to reply to every single person out there. All righty, just try to heaps of comments are coming. Okay. There we go. Okay, Larry, Sweeney side. Larry finished 6 out of 62. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thanks, Schmo. John versus Pablo is on Brad's channel. Thanks, mate. I will definitely yeah, I'll definitely check that out afterwards. But I'm just like trying to reply to everyone. I want to get into the YouTube comments, you know. And once again, for the record, when people put after pulling videos on, it's after pull, man. You try something different. You try different lanes. You want to see if you can hang and bang with them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if just because people are just hanging shit on my mate. But Ryan flashed Larry when it mattered. Ryan eliminated Larry in the tournament. So when everyone's in the comments like, oh, Ryan thinks he's good and things like that, yeah, you flash pin someone 35 kilos heavier than you and who is phenomenally stronger than you. Yeah, so I believe, I think on Larry's channel as well, I think there's going to be some awesome footage. Awesome footage. So I can't wait to see that as well. Any funny photos from the event? My wife sent me a whole heap of screenshots. Actually, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna try something here, guys. Going to try something. I am going to message Mario Tambarakis. Come on, Facebook, load. I am live now. Wanna come on for 10 minutes. And I'm going to send him the link because Mario is a star. He's probably hungover, but he's a star. Alrighty. So, and I want to see Mario's insight on pulling. I want to see Mario's insight. Yeah, I want to see hopefully Mario can jump on, but at this stage, let's get back to having a chat with you guys because it's you guys that what matters. Yeah, so I've just sent Mario a link. I'll wait. I'll see if he replies. He could be pretty hungover. He's just mentioning me about a barbecue happening later on that I'm going to drive down. Just can't wait to have a shower, have a nap, call my wife again, go through some comments, reply to as many people as I can because you know it is awesome. You know I'm big on interaction with you guys because it's you guys that make it happen. Bunch of grown men crying about the setup. Not anyone's problem but the pullers to figure out about the setup. Give credit where credit is due. Bowen is really way above average pro puller. Yeah, and also, like, the referees, man, I saw the referees spend like 5 minutes on one match to ensure the setup was as even as possible. So, yeah, that's just arm wrestling. Like, I think it just gets heightened. I think everyone wants to paint him as the villain. It wasn't good. Some other good pulls at the event. It was really good to catch up with Kyle Howarth from Western Australia and get to see him in action. He's a really good puller. We mentioned Brett Coots. There was some two people come to mind. I don't think that they watched the channel or anything. They just turned up. Mario's jumping into the spa. Mario is jumping into the spa. So Mario won't be coming on the show. Lame. Everyone gets stuck into it. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, I think people just want to paint Ryan as the villain, so sometimes. Let's have a look. Do you know if there's any training today or public gatherings? Where do you live, Jamos? Who are you? Are you Australian? Where do you Where do you live? Where do you live, man? Let me know. And I might be able to send you a message or something like that. You got me tearing up every time you mention your wife and your bond. You're the effing man. You're the fucking man, Jake. I hope to meet you one day, dude. Yeah, man. Well, hopefully the world is opening up. I'd love to. I'm in a really awkward situation because the world's opening back up. So I might be able to enter some countries. But I'm about to have a baby. So if I do any traveling, it might be in the, what do you guys call it over there? In the fall. We call it autumn here. In the fall. So when my baby's like 3 months old, because I think I really believe it will be unbelievable for the channel if you can, like, if I can go over there and meet you all and content and the, you know, all of you guys from overseas. That is, oh, I didn't know Jamos was Jamie Barrett. Oh, I didn't know that, man. Yes, I know where you are now. So I'm in Brisbane, dude. If you can get to Brisbane, I can drive you. But I don't think there's any training. There may be a table there, but I'm hearing Fatali is putting on a barbecue on the Gold Coast. So so just message me, Jamie. I didn't know Jamos was you. So guys, the guy in the comments now is the #1 junior in Australia, and he had a ripper tournament. And it was so funny because Josh Barker came up to me in the 70s. So Josh Barker ran through a lot of people and bet some people that might be higher on the list than my man, Jamie Barrett. I've had Jamie on the show. Stayed at my house. I love this kid. But Josh Barker came up to me and he was like, Jamie Barrett, wow. I said, yeah, man, keep an eye on him. And I'm telling the world. So this guy here in the chat, this guy here, my man, he's going to be a world-class athlete one day. World-class athlete. Dude, 16, just lives and breathes this sport. That's what I mean. He's just pulled in a tournament and he's now wanting to train again today. So, yeah, get in there. Yeah, going back to my wife, thank you very, very much. Yeah, thanks for letting us. I hope I can go travel. Gonna have a baby, so I might be later on in the year if everything's still okay. I'm a pure blood and I'm proud. So just, this is what a group of us call it over here. So hopefully I'll be allowed to travel soon. I don't have to spend 2 weeks anywhere if I come back at this stage. I'd love to meet all of you guys. Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler won't be coming because obviously we just got to have a little baby. And yeah, she was more than happy to jump on and do the interview with me. So that was unreal. Summon one of the Brisbane 8. I think everyone's knackered to come on the show, man. I think I've sent it to about 5 or 6 people, but I think everyone's just a bit knackered because, yeah, they've just been there and they might have partied all night or something like that. I think they're just tired, but I'm tired, but I feel I have a due diligence to you guys to let you know about the event. Phil Woody has just jumped in. Ready, bang. Pathetic. Says, Aussie, if you keep it up, you're going to be more popular than Crocodile Dundee. Good on you, mate. A junior dead set. Jamie Barrett is a junior dead set. He's a junior dead set. Eastside Arm Wrestling. Let me tell you about this crew, including the man messaging right now. So I'm telling you, this was a world-class event. Eastside Arm Wrestling were there. They're from Singapore. A team from Singapore. Man. Singapore were on the map yesterday. So we had New Zealand, Australia, obviously Larry from America or Dubai, Uzbekistan, India. We had teams everywhere. Singapore went bang. Singapore's best arm wrestler of all time, in my opinion, Valen Lowe, was a stud. He won the left 70 kilos, and he'll probably be a world champion at 70 kilos on the left. Valen Lowe is his name. Gregory Yo turns up, right? I was like, oh, yeah, I've spoken to him before. I was like, oh, okay, man, looking at your frame and everything. Holy shit, man. Gregory here took down some big dudes. Big dudes. And frame, under 70 kilo puller. And like Valen Lowe, 63 kilos. So it's not only is he just under 70, he is well under 70. And Greg, let me know how much you weighed in at the tournament. because you pulled awesome. And thank you very much that you love the commentary and the energy at the event. This is something I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and I'd love to come to Singapore and host an event. I actually have a friend that teaches at a school that I used to play footy with over there that lives in Singapore, so it'd be a bonus trip as well. Yeah, if you can hit the like button, guys, give that. All righty. You're dying to hear one of the quietest ready bangs ever. All right, I think I've got it for you. Ready bang! I just can't whisper it, mate. I just can't whisper it. Have you guys got any? Oh, you went the under 80s. Under 80s. Either way, man, it doesn't matter. Under 70s, under 80s. Yeah. I even, most of the event guys, I was sitting there, and I think one of my calls were. I was like, oh, I hope those guys like it. And I was like, usually someone would be pulling and they'd be like, Lachlan Adair just went bang. And then Greg came on the table and I was really impressed with one of his pulls. And I was like, Gregory just went, yo, get the F out of here. And yeah, because it's Gregory Yo, that's his last name. And yeah, man, you were real good. Real good. Guys, have you guys got, I just realised I've been going for an hour and 10 minutes, you dead set legends. Has anyone got any, Jake, you sound tired as hell? It's probably because I am tired as hell. I've had no sleep for when I say no, yeah, probably no sleep for the last however long, 4 days and things like that. And then, I got about 3 hours sleep before the event. I got to the event 3.5 hours early to try and help out as much as I could, and then call the action all day. And then I probably didn't get home till about 2 a.m. and then set my alarm because I thought I had to get up. I owed you guys a show. Wanted to chat with my wife before she had breakfast with her mum and, just get up early and just make sure I can take advantage of the time that I'm here. Because it's not a partying weekend. Yes, I want to catch up with everyone. I really do. But this is about the channel and building it up. So it's going to be awesome. Thanks, Eastside. You're a legend too, mate. I really appreciate it. So yeah, drop some questions. Let's have a bit of chat. If you want to hear more about Larry, the guy looks bigger in person. He just kept going. He just kept going when we were having a chat, and that one-on-one time for ages, oh, sorry, I had a bit of a stretch, a little bit wee knackered. That one-on-one time that I had with Larry and Adam was so cool, only because, well, not only, but Larry didn't seem interested to be anywhere else. Adam didn't seem interested to be anywhere else. They just had their focus on me. They were like, yep, cool, here we go. Yeah, so they were awesome. They were really cool. We just talked, but not only, I think Adam was filming at the time, so hopefully I can be on, Larry's channel. But, we were just having a chat. Larry and Adam were laughing. I was probably nervous last because like, wow, how do we deal with this guy? I can't help myself. I just love making people smile and laugh. But yeah, they weren't like, oh yeah, and just try and look for somewhere else to go. I was like, oh, this guy's a bit boring. And yeah, then Larry was like, can we come up and, talk on the table? Come up on the stage and talk on the stage. I was like, yeah, man, let's go. Jumped on the table and yeah, and hopefully tonight, tomorrow, my time, whatever, I can get there. Dean, big Dino, Dean Duff. Jake, did you win the 10K bow? Ready bang, dead set legend. No, Lachlan Adair did. Lachlan Adair won the 10 grand. It was just so good to see where I was. It was a pay-per-view. It was a massive cash prize. The trust that the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation had in me. It was Presidential Phil's baby. He's put so much work into this. And Phil had been doing the MC job for 8 years before I'd got on board. And Phil was like, Phil was like, it's yours. Go. And I was like, man, that was awesome. What Jake got out of it was worth far more than the 10K. Yeah, man. Yep. When someone, when all these people around the world, including you guys, and I've said it before, but if we're punching out some stats, when Larry Wheels hears my name and knows I'm the Ready Bang guy, 2.5 million subscribers, and I punch these stats out because I'm fascinated with data and analytics in the YouTube game. But 2.5 million, and he was going this little old channel over here in Melbourne, Australia. It's like, you're the Ready Bang guy. So things like that. Of course, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I'd love the $10,000. It'd be beautiful. Nice little savings for my little baby coming up. Of course, that'd be amazing. But just having that, them spending the time with me, them wanting to come on the show or considering me for a previous and hopefully future King of the Table event, getting to know them and just realizing what, I enjoyed what I saw on their screen is the same person off screen. And I would hope they enjoyed what they see on screen is the exact same person and all the time. So there's no, he just puts it on for the TV and then ignores everyone. No, like, you just fucking go and go and go and go. And the camera's off and you go and go and go and go. So they were awesome. What did I think about the Singapore? They seem a tad stronger than our Aussie teams. The Singapore was just unreal. I was just saying before because I had Gregory in the chat, Eastside Arm Wrestling. Man, Singapore team came. They came prepared. They were in their uniform. They looked slick. They were very respectful. They were awesome. They pulled like superstars. Yeah, they were unreal. Singapore, man. I'll do a little bit more research on Singapore. What an honor, Chris Webb. What an honor to call that event, Jake. Glad things are on your path. Everyone said you crushed it last night. Thanks, Chris. Yeah. Because I'm a very huge critique of myself. I don't like to listen to any of the footage afterwards. So when everyone says it, it's very humbling. It's very humbling when I get compliments and things like that, and people have been saying that, which is great. So it just makes me smile. As you can see when all these comments come, it just makes me smile. It's just those times where it was 2:00 in the morning and 30 people have watched your show, as in not a live show, as in one of your videos, and you're stressing and you're trying to get content and you're just trying to make sure, you're not ripping anyone off and you pay your credits and things like that. Or marking dates in the calendar. Like the Dave Chafee one was hilarious. Dave Chafee doesn't do this. So I messaged him like, Dave, man, love to have you on the show. Big fan. Love what you do. Check the channel out. See how you feel. And he goes, I can't do anything now, but can you message me after this date? So I did that day. The day he said, I marked it on the calendar. And it said, message Dave Chafee. So it's just all of that little bits and pieces. It's it is pretty good, and I'm only going to work harder. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people might be in bed. Mario Tambarakis is on in the spa. Guys are a bit tired. Just watching Ryan work. Like Ryan went home and suddenly he does a live show. He's pumping out videos. I want that work ethic. I'm home. I'm doing a live show for you guys. I'll wrap it up, I don't know, in about 5 minutes. I'll get through some more questions. And it's just like, I'll work hard, and I'm working hard to get Larry on the show before I go home. Yeah, because I want it to happen and things like that. So yeah, it is awesome. Yep. Larry called out Ready Bang. My voice just cracked. Ready Bang. He really did. Don't worry. The Amble's a pretty good dude. The Amble's Olimov was quite the monster last night. Yep. I think Deeps mentioned it before. MVP. He was up there as the MVP of the night. He was unreal. Oh, Mario Tambarakis won the left easy as well in his weight class as well. So he could come up. He'd be close for MVP. Bowen just put out a video calling out all the crybabies, so guess he's calling out the 398-pound kitty. I'll have a look at that. Tom Day, really good dude, trains with me. Really like Tom. You killed a bro. Caught the start of the event of the pay-per-view. Second you took the stage, could feel the energy lift tenfold. Thanks, man. That's when, my wife told me that she cried. I think she was maybe crying. She was like, "Oh no, your hips." No, she was just super proud, and that's what I just want to bring. I just want to bring happiness and energy. So, like at that event, one of my huge goals is whatever's going on outside of these four walls, I want to make you forget it. You know, if you got bills to pay, or you're not liking going to work on Monday or something like that, or even when you come into the chat here, so I make you fucking forget about it for an hour. So when I'm running around the stage and I can't even remember what I said, I'm pointing at people, looking people in the eye, let's go. And then they responded, we're on. I knew it was going to be an awesome voice. So truth be told, who did you want to win before the final 8 actually pulled? So I wanted, it went in tiers. So when you go to friends, I wanted Ryan Bowen or Mario Tambarakis to win. If we're saying who I wanted to win, they were my friends. So, of course, I want them to win. Because it was a super heavyweight division, super heavyweight friend, Lachlan Adair, because he's able to go travel. He's got a left-hand matchup coming up in May. I'm going to call that. He's off to the States to pull. So I want him to come back, solidify spot number 1 in Oceania, and then start taking some names in the US. It was going from there. For the one person I didn't want to win was Larry. For different reasons. I wanted Larry to win so like people can just get off his back and show that, you know, he's a cool dude. He's all right at arm wrestling. He's helping the sport. But I didn't want him to win because then everyone would have taken a shit on Australia. Everyone would have taken a shit on us and go, yeah, Australia's rubbish. You guys suck. Larry beat you all and things like that. So it would have gone from there. So yeah, that's who I have wanted to win. When I knew who was going to win was when Jordan Davis pulled Marte. Jordan Davis pulled Marte. Now, if you look at the match, it looks like Marte destroyed Jordan Davis. Jordan did a move and gave a little blip, and that's all I needed. It's like when you're playing video games and a little glitch happens, and you're like, oh no, this game's about to crash. And I saw this little glitch. And when I saw that, I walked over and said to a couple of people on the quiet, said Lachlan Adair wins this. Said Lachlan will win this. After that matchup, it was just, you know, I don't always get my predictions right, but sometimes when my binoculars are on and I'm just looking at the right spot at the right time, I was just like, Lachlan, yeah, I saw there was something when Jordan bop and then he went down. There was something here. And I just went, Lachlan will win. Lachlan will win. Yeah. So It was awesome. It was awesome. Did Sap the Bee show up or what? Well, Sap the Bee didn't come up and say, hey, I'm Sap the Bee, who I believe Sap the Bee was. Didn't turn up. And everyone having a laugh at me because my voice croaked a little bit. Croaked a little bit. What do you reckon? I reckon I'm due for a shower. I've just had a beautiful brekkie in town. Got to reply to some messages, work out what's going for. I'll try and keep you up to date. Let's all do this together, guys, and let's see if Larry and Adam will come on the show. I know they're super busy because they've also got to do their own thing. I got a lot of time with them yesterday. My channel's done pretty well this weekend. So, but let's, get comment on there. You see any posts from Larry, just go the old, hey, have you caught up with Aussie Arm Wrestler on the show yet? Maybe. Anyway, they've been more than awesome, more than I thought I was going to get. I just would love them on the show. Of course, from a business sense, it would be unreal for my show. But you guys know how I interview, so I want to show you a different side of these two guys. You guys know how I spit when it comes to this. So I want to show you guys an awesome side that I saw with the two guys. Like Adam Silver's a shit stirrer. Some behind the scenes stories that we can share out there. Hard-hitting questions and things like that. Nothing with your standard rubbish. You guys and play games with them and things like that. So, they're the two reasons why I want them to get on there. But I hope each and every one of you are smiling today like I am. Maybe each and every one of you is smiling. I hope you go out and do something for someone else, and I hope you go out and do something for you. Because if you can't look after yourself, you can't look after all of your loved ones out there. Go give one of your loved ones a hug. Just make sure you just feel good today. Give yourself a ready bang. If you're ever dead in the dumps, go in a spare room and scream it out. Get it out there. Struggling at work, struggling at life, whatever. Just get out there. And just always remember, the world is better because you are in it. All right? I'm going to get out of here, you dead set legend. And as always, ready, bang! And you go out of here. Guys, take care. I love you all.